Good morning, and welcome to another daily dose of love from Fair Bluff Baptist Church. I want to share just a little with you before I begin today. I started doing this to try and minister to our church family at Fair Bluff Baptist Church during these difficult days. I don't even have a Facebook page. I had no idea that it would actually go out to as many people as it's been reaching. It's a little overwhelming. I'm going to have to get dressed every day. What? I don't even know what I've actually started, because can I finish? I wanted to be able to do this while we were sheltering in place. I'm going to do my best, but you're going to have to pray for me, because I really don't even know that I realized what I was doing when I started with this, other than trying to be obedient to what God was telling my heart to say. Today I wanted to share the next 5 books in my top 5 list, in my top 10 list. But I realized I really want to share my heart in these books, because I don't recommend a book unless it's personally impacted me and changed my life. So today I only want to share 3 of the next 5. We'll have to have the 3rd installment, so you'll have to come back. The next book that I want to share with you is Radical by David Platt. I'm going to tell you I've read this book several times. I've read it here while I was in the United States, and I read it while I was on a mission trip in Kenya. I want to just read briefly one paragraph from this powerful book. Every saved person this side of heaven owes the gospel to every lost person this side of hell. We owe Christ to the world, to the least person and to the greatest person, to the richest person and to the poorest person, to the best person and to the worst person. We are in debt to the nations. I promise you, if you read this book and accept the 5 challenges that he gives at the end of the book, you will never be the same. The next book I want to share is Crazy Love by Francis Chan. The heart of this book is that if God could have such a crazy love for us, crazy enough to send his only son to die on the cross, if there were only one of us here, then shouldn't we have the same kind of crazy love for him? I want to share just briefly. Francis Chan writes, if you merely pretend that you enjoy God or love him, he knows. You can't fool him. Don't even try. And then he goes on to explain that we show our love for God by the priorities that we place in spending quality time with him each day, walking with him in sweet union throughout the day. Read Crazy Love. I always tell people I'm crazy, but it's that I'm crazy about Jesus. And the last is kind of a series that I want to share with you. I Love Anything by Stormy O. Martian. I have The Power of a Praying Wife and The Power of Praying for Your Adult Children. She has written hundreds of books, but these little prayer books are my absolute favorite. I've used them for years. I want to read just the beginning of a prayer in The Power of a Praying Wife. Lord, I pray for my husband Charles to have good, godly male friends with whom he can openly share his heart. May they be trustworthy men of wisdom who will speak truth into his life and not just say what he wants to hear. Wives, our top priorities should be praying for our husbands. We are their number 1 supporter. And I promise you that you will see results if you spend time using this book. And the companion piece is The Power of Praying for your, of course, there's children, the power of praying for your adult children, there's the power of praying for your grandchildren. I want to read just one sentence, one paragraph from this. God, help my children to have a passion for your presence and your word. Keep them on your path so that they will always be where you want them to be, doing what you want them to do. Enable me to inspire in them a greater love for you, because they see your love in me. Take time during this sheltering in place. Get some great books that can speak directly to your heart. I promise you, you will be blessed in order to be a blessing to others. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, the Lord willing.